this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Trying to find his man on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Handoff from the gun. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida International. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Louisiana Tech's offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snags it over the middle. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Back open in the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He wants to throw here on second down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
What an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Going to try to get it himself. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. The give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Sims. Slings it downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for a block. It's Montgomery. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Spits it out to the back. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Power football with the run. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. He's right on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Back to throw, it's Sims. Pulls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Florida International offense is back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir, a little handoff.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to make magic with his feet. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. FIU will line up to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
But, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Quarterback adapted. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to throw it, Sims. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Getting some heat. He's going to take off. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Panthers with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the 1st down. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Off play action. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Penn State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. FIU will line up to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Sims. Floating away. He's going to run it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hall. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fair catch, called for and made. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. And he's running in the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Ruston.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Puts him in the spin cycle. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. FIU will line up to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The offense starts with a short field. They go to the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Running back searching for a hole. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got him still on his feet. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. Defense might bring the house here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And that one will give them the lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Montgomery. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Give to the running back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting where it was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
To the ground with the back. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than convert.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll set up to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very...
Touchdown, FIU! They move on top here in the 4th. This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Louisiana Tech, 25.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Sims. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Here comes the hurry up. Now the play fake. Fires on the move. He makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Well, jet sweep pass. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. He'll pull it on the read. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Turning to the running game on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Utah was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Utes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talk.
Going for it all. Makes the grab on the right. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Florida International. They've got the lead here in the fourth. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Sims. He tries to take the top off. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looking to throw on second down. Got his man downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They keep attacking through the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Wide open downfield. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The back goes in motion. 4th down, gotta have it here. He's going up top here late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Bulldogs inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Number 18. To punt it away.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Touchdown, Panthers. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop. The coverage team up to the challenge as they put a stop to the return and an end to the game. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.